Over the last 2 years, the city of Sioux Falls has seen a lot, from an emerald ash borer infestation to flooding, tornadoes, and now a pandemic. One person who's been helping the city through all of this is Mayor Paul TenHaken, who is in his first term as mayor in South Dakota's largest city. In tonight's Eye on KELOLAND, Sarah McDonald sits down with the mayor and explains why TenHaken says these things are making the city stronger.
Paul TenHaken became mayor in May of 2018.
It's been a challenging 2 years, and it's really had to unite our city in a lot of ways. It's been tough. We continue to have tough situations that we're dealing with.
Tough situations including flooding, tornadoes, and now the COVID-19 pandemic. And right after he was elected into office, he was already facing a big obstacle: the discovery of the emerald ash borer in Sioux Falls.
The only way that your tree will survive this epidemic is if you treat it.
One of the questions the reporter asked was, what's your emerald ash borer plan? And so that was really when emerald ash borer really started, was the week I took office. People are seeing the results of that on the bike trails in different parks, different boulevards, where trees that you historically have gotten used to seeing, now you're seeing gaps in our landscape as a result of that, and that's going to be ongoing for the next several years.
In March of 2019, severe floods washed into Sioux Falls.
We've made a number of water rescues already, and so whether it's people in their neighborhoods, neighborhood kids, people visiting the parks, motorists, we want everybody to be safe. So far, we've not had any tragedies, and we really want to keep it that way.
Mayor TenHaken says the city had to jump into action.
We had to set up sandbag operations really quickly. You know, we had to inform our residents really quickly on what they needed to do and prepare for. So that one was a tough one in that while we knew it had the possibility of happening, it really came up on us a lot quicker than any of us anticipated.
Then just a few months later in September, 3 tornadoes devastated much of the city.
I'll never forget that, because that was a Tuesday night. We got out of a city council meeting about 10 o'clock. 2 hours later, was downtown dodging tree branches. City was dark, there was no lights, and realizing, all right, our city had changed overnight in the course of a couple hours based on those tornadoes.
But TenHaken says people united quickly, and he is now working to get the city through a pandemic.
A lot of what's unique about a pandemic is that you're preparing to prevent an emergency versus those other things, floods, tornadoes, you're responding to what happened. In this, we're trying to prevent something really bad from happening.
TenHaken credits his team for helping him and the city get through these challenging situations.
Well, I end up being, the face for a lot of these conversations and at press briefings and things like this. But behind the scenes, there is an absolute army of people that are highly trained and skilled on the legal aspects of dealing with these things, on the health aspects of dealing with these, public works, making sure our existing city operations continue.
Overall, he says even though Sioux Falls has been through a lot, it's only making it stronger.
I don't think there's anything Mother Nature or the economy or anything could throw out this city where we're going to be caught flat-footed, because this has been a good training ground for a lot of our team, good training ground for me as a mayor who's only been in office for 2 years, to realize that we have an incredible team and an incredible community that can respond to almost anything.
With Eye on KELOLAND, I'm Sarah McDonald.